Hello, friends. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you are safe and healthy. And I wanted to pop on today to encourage you just to talk open, share different things about your Etsy shop and your business under the current circumstances of our pandemic and our crisis that's going on right now. So if you're joining me for the first time, I'm Stephanie, aka Business Chic Mama. I help creators start and grow their Etsy shops, their online businesses with whatever their creative business is. I love to inspire other creative people to, just make money while they're doing something that they love. So while I'm waiting for some of you to pop on, and if you are on and I just can't see you popping on, I'm sorry, but it's good to have you. So today I want to talk about, first of all, I always like to start off with some type of scripture. Hey, Linda. I always like to start with a scripture, especially now I usually start with some type of quote, but what is going on right now in our world with all the uncertainty, with times that none of us have experienced before? I feel we need God more than ever to be close to us. And that's the way I live my life. And I love to just share the inspiration and the peace that I feel with all of you. So today, the scripture is a short one. It is just Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through him who is Christ, who strengthens me. Okay, and that's just real simple. We're not going to be talking about scripture today, but the anxiety and the fear that is going on right now is we can't even describe what is going on with the world and its situation. And when you truly trust in God and His plan for redemption of us, you have this peace that you can't describe, and that's what I want for all of you. Even peace in uncertainty. And it goes way beyond our human understanding, but you can still sleep soundly at night. You can still have peace in your heart, and that's what I want for all of you. I pray that for all of you, and I pray for all of our healthcare workers and everyone on the front line. It is, at times we just can't quite wrap our heads around. So what I want to talk about today, and there's Sandra popping on. How you doing, Sandra? So I'm going to talk about, first of all, I want you to understand one thing. When I'm speaking to all of you, you're going to be watching this on YouTube. People first is always my motto. People first and then business. So I'm going to leave all the stuff about what's going on in our world right now to the news. We can just turn on the news and hear that. But I'm here to help you all focus, get centered on what you can do. What things that are in your control, and also the changing things of business and what's happening in our world. Moment to moment, things are changing. We've got so many things at a moment's notice changing. So is my goal just to be that person, a solid person, of someone that is going through this with you, with all my different businesses, and showing you tips and strategies and ideas and just things that you can take away and feel good about. So that's my goal for all of you. So I want to talk about, first of all, if you have an Etsy shop or you're thinking of opening an Etsy shop, we're going to talk about, I have them all written down so I don't forget. I have 15 different ideas for your Etsy shops, or to even open up a new Etsy shop. But first I want to talk about, if you have a current Etsy shop and you need to pivot your business, or whatever business, maybe it's not an Etsy shop, it's some type of online business. And we have to think about right now how everything has just completely changed. I mean, we're talking about big car companies that are now making ventilators, how their business just all of a sudden stopped because the demand stopped, and now they are doing something for the good of the human race. But there are things that we can do, like I am making masks like this, and I am donating to people or individuals or whoever needs them. So that's my little thing, my contribution. If you can sew, you can make masks. you can sell them as well. But if you have a business in an Etsy shop and you are selling items that, let's say you're selling items to go out to the club, you're selling the little cute little outfits to go out clubbing. You know what? Who's buying that stuff right now? Probably nobody, unless they're dressing up at home. So we have to think about essential versus non-essential items. Well, picture yourself. You got to put on your thinking cap, because think about, let's say you have an Etsy shop that is selling that type of item. How can you pivot? Like, let's say you literally were doing like all types of items to go out in the club. You were physically sewing these items, making these items, cute outfits, cute dresses. What can you do now to pivot your business? Think about what people are going to be buying if they're staying home. Probably loungewear. Think about what people are going to be, maybe comfortable, pajamas. How can you pivot that business into the current circumstances? And that's how you have to reframe your thinking. If you continue to just be like that stubborn, well, I don't know what to do, and I'm like frozen. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to wait till this passes. You're probably going to your business is really just going to die out. So it's really important to start to pivot. And that is what I want to talk about right now. Plus, I'll give you some of those little tips about maybe a new business that you want to start under these circumstances. Okay, so if you're popping on, it's so good to have you. I've got Lizzie here, and welcome. We're just talking about our Etsy shops right now. If you have an Etsy shop and you need to pivot, you've got to really put on your thinking cap. So what I want you to do this week, think about your current business. If your business is a business that is a non-essential item or something that people are not willing to buy, if your sales have skyrocketed, it's time to rethink what you can do. And yes, you can pivot. There are items selling on Etsy. There are plenty of things that are selling on everyone is buying online right now. So how can you actually put some money in your pocket and feel good about the time that you have to spend stuck in the house? Because let's face it, even I'm in beautiful South Florida, we can't even go to our beaches right now. I don't know where you all are at, but leave a comment and let me know where you're at and if you are literally stuck inside as well. So for me, I sell on one of my Etsy shops, I sell beading supplies and tassels and things like that to make jewelry with. Well, I don't have to pivot that much in that shop because people are still buying supplies. People want to do some DIY projects. People are still selling some jewelry because there are people that, they are addicted to shopping and they need their jewelry, maybe their jewelry fix for the month. So people are buying supplies to make their own jewelry or to even still sell it. So in my case, yes, business has slowed down a little bit, but I am still getting orders almost every day with my jewelry supply store. So that's that shop. My other shop that I just recently opened, which I'm really not paying too much attention to that shop, but I have gotten a few orders, and they are things like I sold a mouse pad the other day because I think people are starting their own businesses and they're on their computer more often. So anything related to the computer world is probably a good idea. Anything like maybe some rest pads that you can make for your wrists. That would be a good way to pivot. And then I sold like a baseball cap that was actually an embroidered baseball cap. And that was, I don't know, random. So people are still buying items. But this week it's really important for you to think about your shop and, figure out what can I do to pivot my shop. Seriously, write down 10, 15, 20 different ways. You don't have to go completely out of your niche, but think about things that are related to the current circumstances, whatever that may be. And you're going to have to do some brainstorming, but that's why I came up with this list of 15, and there's plenty more ideas, either pivoting your shop or why not open a new shop. It does not cost any money to open up an Etsy shop. You can have several Etsy shops. as long as you don't start to get overwhelmed and then, your mind starts to go, oh my gosh, I've got like 3 Etsy shops and I don't know what I'm doing. This is like for those of you that can handle more than one shop, and maybe your one shop doesn't really necessarily, the items that you're going to put in a new shop, they don't necessarily tie in with your other shop. So the first thing is, and I've done a little research on this, and I do know that there are certain items that Etsy is, if you type in just on the search bar, Etsy is saying, now trending. So I did a little research, and here's some ideas that you can either start a new Etsy shop or pivot with your current shop. So the first one, of course, is masks. Believe it or not, the homemade masks are selling on Etsy. And, I see people charging a lot of money, which, I wouldn't feel right doing, $20 for a little homemade mask. Of course, you're free to do what you want. But, if you have a washable mask, kids' masks, give away some and then start selling some. And even with your niche, you can put some, like let's say you are in the niche of, you do a lot of things for, let's say you do like plants and items for printables, things like that. You can put some fun little logos or things like that on your masks, okay? So obviously that's like a given, and they are selling. So you can be really creative. I've seen some crazy masks, some with feathers coming out of them, things that are maybe people are just looking to get a little giggle or a laugh in, because right now people do need to laugh. So the second thing is, believe it or not, baking. Like if you say, oh my goodness, I have these awesome cookies that I bake. Did you know that you can sell actual baking and cookies and things like that on Etsy? I don't know the exact, I know that there's probably, you might have to have some type of, I don't know if it's certification or something, but I do see a lot of items for sale. And I know you're gonna have to list your ingredients, and there is probably some more information on Etsy, but I've seen everything from lactation cookies, which I never even heard about, but to produce more milk, that's like actually a thing you can buy on Etsy. So maybe this is the time now to pick up a new skill. If you're a good baker and you've got some really great ideas, you can do some awesome baking cookies or maybe some chocolate, things like that. So that is a great idea, because we know that perishable goods are going to be selling, especially if the food supply starts to get, we have a problem getting to the supermarket. People are ordering online, and so that's a great idea. You can be really creative with that. Okay, the next item I have are beauty supplies. Maybe you are someone who likes to dabble in making beauty supplies. Maybe it's with organic oils and face masks and creams and lipsticks. Again, no one wants to leave their house to go buy these items. You can start a whole new shop with maybe beauty supplies. And I buy some amazing eyeliner on Etsy, which is all handmade and organic, and I absolutely love it. So this is something, again, these might be new ideas for you to think about, a new hobby to learn and to turn into an actual business. The next items, believe it or not, are plants and herbs. If you're a gardener, you can dry herbs, sell them. I actually have a lot of aloe plants, and Etsy, there are people selling the aloe leaves on Etsy. I could literally go around my neighborhood and cut aloe and sell it. It's not what I'm going to do, but I'm just saying, if you're a gardener and you are selling, you can do seeds and different types of herbs, dried herbs, tea, things like that. You can sell all of those products on Etsy. Like, how cool. If you really start to think about it, there's just so many things that people are looking for right now. And if you're joining me, it's so good to have all of you. It's so good to see you. All right, so the next item are our supplies. And this is, again, what I sell in my Etsy shop. Craft supplies, DIY supplies, fabric. Think of all the people that are doing DIY projects now. If you have supply, and you can order supplies right online and resell them. So you would just literally type in wholesale, whatever supply you're looking for. I'm talking bottles, maybe little bottles to put things in, containers. You can sell any type of supply on Etsy as long as it has to do with the DIY crafting industry. So it's a great, great. People are looking for supplies all the time. So yes, I got that a thumbs up for sure. Okay, number 6, care. Oh, Steven's here. Hi, Steve. Care packages. Okay, think about these times right now. Wouldn't it be so nice to send a loved one a care package? A care package filled with anything. Maybe it's your homemade cookies or luxury supplies for the bath or whatever it is. To the healthcare workers, the hospitals. People are looking for care packages. You can start a whole business by selling care packages. So think about something that you would like to have. Maybe it's a birthday box, anything that is caring about another human being. I guarantee you can have an amazing business by doing this. Okay, digital downloads. These have always sold and they will continue to sell. Digital downloads like scrapbooking, prints, people that are redecorating their homes, they want a new print that they can just print right on their computer. They don't have to go to the store, and they can actually, print it and decorate their home, because people are redecorating their homes while they're inside. They're organizing. They are doing DIY projects. So anything that is a digital download is a good idea. Okay, the next one are kids' projects and toys. Your kids are at home, you're homeschooling. What type of projects can you put together? Maybe it's a kid's project, some type of package, and you have all the supplies to do like a little kid's project or even handmade toys, puppets. You don't even have to sew. You can literally use, it's like, a special type of a glue gun that is a very strong glue gun that you can glue felted hand puppets. I mean, it's endless to think about the opportunities right now for what kids need, because even Amazon is not shipping non-essential items in their FBA warehouse. So the kids need puzzles and toys and things that to keep them busy while they're stuck in the house. Okay, number 9 is de-stash. What is de-stash? That is stuff laying around your house. So maybe you're a scrapbooker and you have a supply of all types of paper and cardstock, things you're not using. You can actually sell them either by the pieces or by bulk, and you can start selling, like maybe you have fabric and yarn and pieces that are just laying around your house. Old jewelry, bags of old jewelry, people are buying them to use in their artwork. That's called de-stash. You can do that along with antiques. If you have antiques in your home and you're just, I'm just ready to declutter. I want to start selling some of my antiques. Etsy allows you to sell antique items. So you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, number 10. We spoke about this in number 8, but homeschool. Anything that can help organize, maybe it's homeschool lessons. You can actually sell lesson plans. Anything to help your child with the homeschooling. Maybe it's planners and things with scheduling. Anything related to help the homeschooling mom probably is going to do really, really well. Okay, as I scroll down. Okay, believe it or not, one of the things that is selling right now is paint by number for adults. So this might be something that you create if you're a graphic designer. Adults need things to keep their minds off the situation. So all that coloring, painting by numbers, learning how to paint, those items are selling right now on Etsy. Okay, we are going to number 12, organizational products, labels, planners, boxes. I'm seeing, I don't know about you guys, but I am seeing everywhere that people are organizing their homes. They're like, okay, I just organized my drawer. Now I'm going to just give me a thumbs up if you are organizing your home, different areas. I've tried to start, but I've just been seems like I'm so busy that I still don't have the time to do the stuff I want to do. But, drawers, pantries, closets, all of these things that we never have the time to organize, I see people organizing, and that's what I'm seeing people doing. So if you can provide organizational products, labels, anything like that, those are things that are going to be selling on Etsy and online. Okay, personalized products. Think about this. We still are going to have, I'm getting a lot of thumbs up and hearts and all that stuff. We have right now birthdays still coming up. We still have anniversaries coming up. We still have, different special days, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. People more now than ever are going to be buying personalized products. How do you do that? That is through a print-on-demand company, or if you have your own way of personalizing products, you can do that. And that is going to stay. And now probably more than ever, the more heartfelt the organization, the personalized product, the better. Okay, these heartfelt messages, jewelry that is personalized. Maybe you have a way to engrave jewelry. That is here to stay. Okay, number 14, self-care products. What a way to start a business. Right now, we need self-care because people are, even though they have the time now, they're more stressed out than ever. Imagine beautiful baskets with self-care products, massage oils, bath oils, beautiful products for the skin and the hair, nails, all those things that people now are trying to, do a little more of, maybe some more self-care, exercise products. Exercise is booming right now. And those are the things that you can look at and start a whole new business. Okay, last one, and there are plenty more, but this is just a little brainstorming session that I came up with. Homemade baby products. And right now, we know that there's probably going to be a baby boom going on because most people are staying home and they're having a lot of fun. Well, not fun, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it on in public. But anyway, they're doing the deed. All right. So there's going to be a baby boom. What is going to happen? There's going to be an increase for baby type products, and that's going to be 9 months down the road. But still, baby products, people are still having babies to this day. Any type of baby product is still going to be selling, especially if it's something that you can get that is going to help the situation, the current situation we are in. Organic, natural products, things like that. Those are really hot. And you can buy all the supplies still right online. Anything that you need to make your business happen, you can still purchase online. Just Google supplies for blah, 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 candle making or whatever it is that you are going to be doing. And you can start an Etsy shop within days, if not weeks, if not days, and you can get another shop up and running. So that's really it for today. Just something to inspire you to start thinking outside the box. As a creator and as an entrepreneur of multiple businesses, I'm constantly thinking of opportunities and shifting all of my businesses to where they need to be in this time, in this uncertain time. So that's it for today. I wanted to just hopefully inspire you to think differently and to still be creative because there's so much that you have in you. And the more that you can focus on good things and giving and creating is the happier that you're going to be under these circumstances. All right, guys, so that is it. We're already at 25 minutes. And stay well, stay safe and healthy. I'm sending prayers out to all of you. And please let me know if you have any questions. You know where to find me. And I will speak to you soon. Take care, guys.